The U.S. Army and the U.S. Navy to have common hypersonic weapons systems. About the hypersonic weapons. Chief of Naval Operations Admiral Michael Gilday told members of the Senate Appropriations Committee, Defense at a 2023 budget hearing. Responding to inquiries about the hypersonic program, Gilday explained how the Army and the Navy were collaborating on a common hypersonic glide body to support hypersonic weapons systems. The Army plans to field its ground-mobile long-range hypersonic weapon by 2023, and the Navy says it's on track to deploy its conventional prompt strike on destroyers by 2025. Our all-up-round hypersonic glide body is a 34-inch booster which will be common between the Army and the Navy. We will shoot exactly the same thing the Navy shoots out of a sub or ship, Robert Strider, Deputy, Army Hypersonic Project Office, told an audience August 11 at the Space and Missile Defense Symposium in Huntsville, Alabama. The glide body is a warhead which gets thrust into the atmosphere at hypersonic speeds traveling 5 or more times the speed of sound. Once airborne, the weapon can skip along the upper boundaries of the Earth's atmosphere before relying upon the sheer speed of its descent onto a target. Destruction of a target can be accomplished by the sheer force and speed of impact. Citing the promise of the technology and the rapid progress of the program, Gilday said the Navy's hypersonics program has met every benchmark milestone. He explained this has been in large measure due to the fact that the Navy doubled its hypersonics budget from $700 million to $1.4 billion. Gilday's emphasis upon offense is indeed quite significant, as it parallels current thinking about how, when it comes to missile attacks and missile defense, offensive and defensive operations are deeply intertwined. Certainly one clear way to increase protection against hypersonic missiles is to ensure rapid, hypersonic retaliation. Perhaps in this respect, hypersonic weapons could operate as a conventional application of strategic deterrence by informing potential adversaries that an attack with hypersonic weapons will instantly be met with a massive offensive strike using hypersonic missiles. There is also the possibility of using hypersonic projectiles themselves as interceptors against incoming hypersonic missiles, as they could travel at speeds necessary to perform an intercept. Much of the targeting specifics and guidance technologies when it comes to hypersonics are likely not available for security reasons. They are known to be maneuverable and difficult to track, one reason why the promise of launching a large-scale hypersonic weapons attack could serve as a deterrent and prevent or defend against any enemy attack with hypersonic weapons. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.